The Gorm'gant worm boss is one of the most unbalanced solo boss fights in COD Zombies history. In this video, I'm going to explain the simplest and safest strategy on how to take him down by yourself. Now, quickly, I just want to say that this strategy is inspired from Ink Slasher's video on the topic, but I have tweaked it so that you don't even need to confront the boss to refill your ammo at the free ammo cache down on the beach. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Firstly, you're going to want to make sure that you are tracking the correct mission, which is under Act 4, titled Bad Signal. Then you're going to want to go to your loadout, where you're going to want to bring in an LMG with as many attachments as possible so that you can do long range damage, ADS quickly, and have a lot of ammo. The second weapon you're going to want to bring in is an explosive weapon. Now, if you have the ray gun, that's great, but the RGL-80 is more than capable as a secondary weapon, as you don't really need to do much to it other than pack-a-punch it once, which we'll discuss in just a moment. For tacticals, you're going to want to bring the LT-53 Kazimirs, as they are going to be super important for replenishing your ammo during the boss fight, and then you're going to want to bring Molotov cocktails. So for the LT-53s, you're gonna just find them in game. They are all over the place, super easy to find. So you can't obviously load in the game with them, but if you exfilled with them in a previous game, don't get rid of them, just bring them in with you. For your field upgrade, I recommend bringing Frost Blast, as it recharges the quickest, but if you prefer something else, I'm sure that will be fine, as the field upgrade isn't really related to the strategy at hand. Now, obviously, you can find all of these materials in match prior to going into the worm fight, but if you want to speed the process up, you're going to need certain acquisitions inside of your backpack. So you're going to want to bring these perks at the very minimum: Juggernog, Speed Cola, Quick Revive, PhD Flopper, and Stamina Up. You're also going to need to pack-a-punch your LMG to tier 3 and upgrade it to the highest rarity, which is legendary, I believe. I get epic and legendary mixed up all the time. It's just the orange one, the top one. So if you have those wrenches or crystals, go ahead and bring them, and you can use whichever ammo mod you feel comfortable with. Doesn't really matter here. For the RGL-80, you're going to want to, at the very least, pack-a-punch it to level 1 so that it instantly explodes upon firing. So I recommend just doing that in-game, since it's the cheapest thing, and you don't want to take a crystal for your acquisition slot in your backpack, and it will only require you to do a couple of contracts in-game. And for the record, you don't really need to upgrade the rarity at all. You will likely find ether wrenches inside of your playthrough, but if you don't, it's totally cool to just have it at the basic load-in with no rarity at all. So once you're in-game, if you still need to set up, stick to the bounties in tier 1 and tier 2 zones to maximize your time, and then once your RGL-80 is pack-a-punch to level 1, start attacking the infested strongholds in the tier 2 zone. These always have the best loot, in my opinion. Now, the items that you're going to want to be keeping an eye out for are things like self-revives and extra Kazimirs, and if you can't find extra Kazimirs, then bring monkey bombs. I have also seen other strategies that state to bring in score streaks like turrets or juggernaut suits, or even the large turret microtrips. You can totally do that if you want, but the whole point of this strategy is to avoid the worm at all costs and basically never interact with him, and those score streaks will put you in harm's way, but we're going to talk about that in just a bit. So after you're set up with your triple packed LMG at the legendary level and your minimum single packed RGL-80 and all the perks and gear that I've recommended so far, go ahead and go to the Dark Aether and begin the Breaking the Seals challenge. This is a very simple challenge. You just interact with the totems and then kill zombies in the proximity, kind of like filling a soul chest from Origins or any of the millions of Easter eggs that we have had in the past. You need to do this 4 times, and you need to do it fast so that you're not wasting any of those minutes for the worm fight. Now that you've broken the seals for all 4 totems, we're going to head to the worm boss fight. So there are 2 ways we can initiate this fight. One is by simply running towards it on the beach and then retreating to the safe spot that I'm going to show you in a second. Or if you have a few moments, try to find an ether portal and parachute over the beach and then glide to the safe area as you are seeing on your screen. So the strategy here is to stay on this ledge, on this catwalk, and just lay into the worm until he dies. You are obviously going to want to aim for the electric purple spots, as those are his weak points. His wisps, for the most part, cannot get to you. Sometimes they will hit you, but it's pretty rare, and it's just like 1 or 2 of them, and you can take them out super easily. And if the worm comes to the road, you can hide behind this crate to avoid his laser attack. And from my memory, I don't think he tried to slam me down once or even eat me from this position. He will also try to go underground on the beach to both retreat and to heal, and this is when you're going to want to shoot the explosive weapon down at him. A ray gun can totally work, but the RGL-80 is perfect for this. So there is a difference between him burrowing and healing, as when he is healing, there is like a Dark Aether purple swirl on the ground, which happened to me in this game, and I still beat him, which should show you that this strategy really does work. Now, the main loop here is to shoot the boss at his weak points, let him go underground, shoot him with the rocket launcher so he comes back up, and then shoot the boss's weak points again, rinse and repeat. However, you're gonna run out of ammo. Now, there is a free ammo refill station at the beach by the worm, but if you go down there, you have a high likelihood of going down and wasting one of your self revives or just getting trapped down there, and it is a nightmare. So instead of risking dying by heading to the beach, I want you to run behind where we are standing in this certain area and kill zombies with kazimirs. This will suck up all of the zombies in the vicinity, and they will drop armor and ammo so fast, and you don't have to worry about a damn thing. They will come at you on the catwalk for just a bit afterwards, but if you just keep throwing down your equipment and your kazimirs and your monkey bombs and all of the gear that you have been saving inside of your backpack while also using the RGL-80, you're gonna just have so much ammo and armor, you're not even gonna know what to do with yourself. Now, while I was doing this, the worm even started to heal itself, and I had time to stop and take him down. So just be patient, take your time, you will be able to do it. So once you beat him, head down to the beach, collect your rewards, as well as the locked diary, and then go to the rift and exfil. So congratulations, you just beat the Gorm'gant worm on solo. Now, here are a few extra strats if you're not finding this one totally useful or it doesn't fit your playstyle. So instead of using my ammo replenishment strategy, go ahead, go down to the beach, just make sure that you have armor attached to you so that the worm doesn't swallow you. If you do get swallowed, I heard that if you spam your parachute button, you will be able to glide to safety. This is not my strategy. This is Ink Slasher's strategy. I have not personally tested this. There is also the strategy of hiding behind the bathroom structure for safety, which is on the lower road. And then for all of these strategies, you can use your score streaks like turrets or the Juggernaut, whatever you want, and bring in those turret chips to use the mega turret right at the edge of the road. So hopefully one of these strategies works for you. I'm going to put links of other content creators in the description so that you can test other theories so that you can beat this. I personally think mine is the safest so that you don't even have to leave your main area and you can just huddle up there away from those wisps and the worm's general attacks. And while I don't normally advocate for cheese tactics in games, these fights are only balanced for 3 to 6 man teams, so there's no way to really do this solo other than to use ridiculous strategies like this. But good luck, everybody. Hit the like and sub button if this video helped you in any way, and I will see you in the next video.